Hey YouTube, uh, it's been a while since I've recorded a video. Let me first say that I sincerely apologize for you guys who have recently subscribed and or if you have commented and I've not responded. It is very, very difficult for me to respond from my phone. I don't know what happened when YouTube crossed over to Google, or now I log in with a Google, and it's made it very difficult for me to respond to my phone. Now again, it could be user error and I just don't really understand the app as well, but I sincerely apologize. I've meant to comment, I've tried to comment, and it just kind of gives me an error. So I rarely log on to my computer to see YouTube outside of watching the videos, and even then I'm on my phone watching videos. So again, my sincere apologies. It's not that I've ignored you. It's not that I have just sort of dropped off the face of the earth. I have watched a lot of videos. I'm so proud of the community and how diverse it is. I'm so proud of just the exposure of new fragrance houses that have gone on, new fragrances. I get to hear so much, figured out things like imaginary authors and a whole bunch of other things, I guess. And I'm very, 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 very excited about what's going on just in the fragrance world at large, but especially in our community. So again, if you want to contact me, you can find me on Facebook. I am in about every group, I think. Fragaholics Worldwide. I am in Sebastian's group, the Looking Smelling Great. I am in Fume Heads, and maybe a couple of others that I may not comment as much. But also, on a side note, Chocolate Bunny, who's Katrina, Chocolate Bunny 70 something maybe on here. Anyway, she has, I think it's just Chocolate Bunny here. She has done a great job of creating a meetup, and also on Facebook, there's a group called the Fragrance Society of Texas. And again, there's a corresponding meetup if you're on meetup.com, where she's doing a lot of work. We're doing a bunch of meetups, scent gatherings, those types of things, swapping, trading, splitting. So there's been some really good work done there. So I appreciate you, Katrina, for the work that you've done. And again, if you're on Facebook and you're in the Dallas area, or even you're just in the state of Texas, look for the Fragrance Society of Texas. There's not as much activity on Facebook that goes on, but there are meetups, and I think there's something coming up on the 28th, which Glenn is putting together. So please, please, please find us on meetup.com. Find us on Facebook. If you're you're not on Facebook, or if you're not really into the YouTube thing, you may watch occasionally. Also, just join the Facebook group and maybe you can interact with us there. So again, my apologies if you've subscribed and you've commented and I've not responded. I was not ignoring you. I was not trying to be rude. It was just simply a user error or just access to really responding. With that said, I'm going to jump right in it. Here are my 10 plus an honorable mention for the spring. These are not in order, and I'll just tell you up front, Aventus is not on this list just because I'm going to push it over to the summer. These are 10 things that and I wear these throughout the year because Texas is sort of weird, especially in the Dallas Metroplex. But when it comes to springtime, these are my dedicated spring fragrances. Again, not in order, so don't think I'm ranking these at all. And I'll kind of give you a slight commentary about what I think of each. So let me jump right into it. The first one is going to come from the House of Chanel, 20-year-old fragrance, Hall of Famer, and it is Platinum Egoiste. Just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, well put together. You guys know this one. The next one is going to come from the House of Hermes, and it is Jadin Mediterrane. And I think I'm pronouncing that right. I am not French. I am a black dude from Michigan, and I cannot pronounce any of these things. But I do wear them, and I know it smells good, and this is one. This gets a bit cloying in the summer, so I don't wear it as much. But when it gets springtime, right around this time, this fig, juicy, almost gourmandish type of fragrance is what I reach for, and I wear it a lot. And you can see I've depleted it a little bit. Next comes from the House of Hermes again, and it is Terre d'Hermes. This is the EDT version. You will see about 3 Vetivers on here, and I'll kind of talk to it when I put the last one up. The next one is Cartier Roadster, another beautiful mint, vanilla, Vetiver. The dry down is just so wonderful on this one. The next one is going to come from the house of Tom Ford, and it is the wonderful, unbelievable, unmatchable gray vetiver. And when it comes to vetiver, there's something, the spiciness, the earthiness of it. There's something about the spring that just, on my skin, I absolutely love vetivers. So that's why you'll see some of these things are vetiver heavy. And gray vetiver is just a wonderful, wonderful scent. And when it comes to Tom Ford, I know the private blends get a lot of love, but Tom Ford Gray Vetiver is something I think every gentleman should have in his fragrance arsenal. Next is going to come from the house of Bond, and it is called Riverside Drive. Riverside Drive doesn't get a lot of love. This is almost empty now. Where this quite a bit early on, now that my fragrance collection is growing. This is one of the first bonds I've got. I don't wear it as often, and so it'll stick around, but I do love it. I do love that pineapple. I think it's cardamom and some other things, and there's maybe some coming that really, really gets this one going for me. Next is going to come from the house of Creed, and you guys know what this one is. This is Green Irish Tweed. This is the epitome or epitome of spring for me. Violet, ambergris, musk, just a beautiful, well put together fragrance. Can never be matched, I think, when it comes to spring. Next, shout out to Mel, the blend master, who split me a nice part of his Bleu De Chanel. This is my raggedy label, so excuse it, but every gentleman should have this in his fragrance too. This, when I don't know what to reach for, I put on Bleu De Chanel, and it's always complimented. Always makes me feel fresh and sophisticated. And I know it's popular and probably just burnt out like Acqua di Gio, but this one is going to stay in my collection. Next, I'm down to my final 3-in-1 audible mention. So let me start with this one, Dior Eau. This is Dior Eau, the blue juice, and one of my absolute favorite fragrances. Actually, this is one of my favorite Diors. Behind Ombre Nuit, this will be my favorite Dior. And of the Dior Homme collection, this has taken the place of Dior Homme on my list. So this is just this is just a wonderful fragrance, man. The iris, the freshness, the sweetness. It exudes spring to me. Next is going to come from my signature scent, my favorite scent. Everybody knows it. It is Royal Oud. If you find me on Facebook, this is my picture. I can't say what to say. This is my favorite fragrance in my collection when I rank my fragrances. Number 1 on my list, will stay number 1 on my list as far as I'm concerned. Now, this one has sort of creeped into my top 10 fragrances that I own and very, very fast. And this is Yesterday Haze. Listen, I know the Fragrance Brothers, big up these. You think they're probably hyping it up. But Yesterday Haze, the fig, the sweetness, the iris, the creaminess, the milkiness. Oh my gosh, this is... Actually, I'll give you a quick story. Yesterday, I wore it, and then as I was coming home, which was a few hours later, a lot of people had performance issues. A woman, I think she was a little uncomfortable, found me. She kind of walked around the aisle. I was looking for something and said, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you, you smell wonderful." And she had this look on her face like she didn't know how I was going to respond. And I said, "Thank you." Kind of gave her a quick spiel, so I made her comfortable, letting her know that we're connoisseurs and that we appreciate compliments. So anyway, Yesterday Haze. Finally, I'm going to give you a quick honorable mention. Tobacco Hall of Famer. This is the reformulated version, but still a staple in your community. This is Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. So again, find me on YouTube. Find me on Facebook. My name is Moses Cologne. You can friend me. I'm easily accessible. I am on most of the groups. And rate, subscribe, comment, interact with me there. It's a lot easier for me to interact on Facebook. I just find you on my phone and we can play around there, and you can ask me any questions you want or beat me up because my videos are whack or something, whatever you want to do. So with that said, I greatly appreciate it. God bless. I hope you enjoy your spring. Tell me what's on your list. Tell me what's new. Tell me what you're going for. And again, if you're in Texas, find us, the Fragrance Society of Texas. Katrina, thank you for what you've done. I absolutely love the group and all the meetups and everything else that goes on. So God bless. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will be talking with you soon.